Hey, welcome back to the Monstergarden. When it comes to clothing and world building, for me, I think it can be a little bit intimidating, because there is so much you can do with it. You can take inspiration from so many different cultures, and all the clothing can say so many different things about the characters and people that wear them, what part of the world they come from, what climate they have there, what utility the clothing has, what status the person has in their society. This can all be shown through clothing. It also can tell you what the character wants other people to see in them. If a character is closed in and doesn't want to stand out much, then it will surely reflect in the way they dress. With the clothing of my world, it's been quite a daunting task to make it, as the influences I've drawn from have gradually changed and time periods have shifted. Anyway, we find ourselves in Verus, the country that pursues the heavens. What I set out to do with these designs is to create a base of their clothing to build upon in the future. I wanted to show that their designs are influenced by the towers, same as their architecture, and that the design's purpose is to show off their culture of being more outgoing and focused on appearances, because their country as a whole is very focused on relations and trade. But even though their design is mainly influenced by the towers, both Ram and Verus used to be civil and did influence each other quite a bit, so their designs and styles still have a hint of each other within them. I showed this by using the Victorian-esque shape of the torso, which will also be used by Ram clothing. The main real-world influence for their clothing was Thai and Victorian clothing, using Thai for its elaborate patterns that give a very fancy feel, and Victorian because, due to the innovations in the world, I feel like I needed to use a more recent style of clothing as inspiration to sort of bridge the gap between the old and the new in the world. For example, I did a similar thing for the Crawling King concept, as the idea of a walking tank is quite futuristic and would be hard to fit into the setting, so I had to make it more blocky and clunkier looking to help bridge the gap and pull the design back, so to speak. The concept went through a few iterations, both on screen and in my sketchbook. I was trying to get the balance between Thai and Victorian shape right, as at first I felt like I was taking too much from just Thai clothing. And I still feel like I'm taking a little bit too much by basically just taking their patterns. I am going to work on my own patterns in the future that are inspired by Thai patterns and maybe Norse as well. I did these a long time ago and want to use them with Verus because I think they fit. It's the Thai inspiration I want, and Nordic knots sort of make it look like lotuses, which fit with the pillars. Lastly, one thing I'm worried about is that I'm not pushing the design enough. Only taking inspiration from Thai and Victorian, there are so many more things to take inspiration from, and it always feels like more could be added or like something is missing. Like the design doesn't really say anything new and is generic. But I think I need to accept it in this case. It is supposed to be base clothing, and some designs don't need to scream in the viewer's face. Some designs can just be more muted. It helps make the more important designs that come later stand out. If all the designs were really detailed and over the top, then none of them stand out. So for now, I think I should be happy with this. And I think I am. I am happy with it. I'm sorry this video didn't have any lore in it. I just wanted to share the process a little bit, which I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And I hope to see you in the next video as well. Take care.